The land, the sun, the cycle of life, the tireless work of man, performed with passion and perseverance. A region with a privileged climate, influenced by the proximity of the Mediterranean and the Pyrenees. Here, every winter, a new life cycle begins with the preparation of the soil and the planting of trees, which will culminate in a prized fruit. The Poma de Girona. The first stage in this cycle is the blossom, which goes hand in hand with pollination and occurs when the bees transfer pollen to the flowers. The land of the towns and villages of Girona has been since time immemorial, traditionally farmed for apple growing. It's at this time of year when the orchards of Poma de Girona, found in the municipalities of Alt and Baix Empordà, shine in all their splendour. Following the natural cycle, the first fruit appears. During this stage, the Poma de Girona team thins the apples. This selection, which is done by hand, is essential for producing top-quality Poma de Girona. After selecting the apples, an intensive process begins to prevent certain insects from affecting production. To protect the fruit, Poma de Girona uses various techniques based on the insect's behaviour, such as the mating disruption method using pheromone dispensers or the mass capture of fruit flies using attractants. These methods avoid the need for treatment and result in a superior end quality of fruit. In parallel with the fieldwork to monitor the fruit, work is done in the laboratory to identify the samples of insects taken from the traps. The object is to assure we obtain a fruit of maximum quality. With the arrival of good weather, the maturing of the apple advances at a steady pace, and therefore close monitoring is required. One option is the DA meter, an innovative device that, without damaging the fruit, allows the apple's maturity to be measured in the orchard, providing precise information based on the fruit's chlorophyll content. The alternative to the DA meter is the traditional system, consisting of extracting samples of apples which are subsequently taken to the laboratory for maturity analysis by the technicians. In the unstoppable growth that Poma de Girona has undergone over the last few years, both in quantity and quality, the Mas Badia Foundation has played a fundamental role. This centre is attached to IRTA, the Institute for Research and Technology in Food and Agriculture, where a team of specialist experts in fruit growing work. Thanks to this intensive work on R&D, company technicians can rigorously assess each of the Poma de Girona producers and direct all efforts to obtaining a uniform production of maximum quality from all of the orchards. The superior quality of Poma de Girona is the result of research, innovation, and the skill of the producers. With the collaboration of a large team of pickers, the harvesting of the 4 native varieties of the region is carried out. Granny Smith. Intense green in colour with its characteristic white flecks. Its pulp is white and compact, but also juicy with touches of acidity. Royal Gala. Bicoloured variety with marked stripes and a juicy, sweet, crisp pulp. Golden. Green-yellow in colour with a thinner and smoother skin and a white, firm, sweet, crisp and aromatic pulp. Red Delicious. Rich red in colour with a white, firm and juicy pulp that retains its sweetness. These 4 varieties are included under the PGI, Protected Geographical Indication stamp, Poma de Girona, awarded by the European Union. Once the harvest has ended, the apples are taken to one of the 3 fruit processing plants that comprise the PGA, Poma de Girona. The first, founded in 1962, is Costa Brava Fruticultors. The second, Girona Fruits, was created in 1965, and the third, Fruticola Empordà, dates back to 1972. Once at the factory, the Poma de Girona undergoes a calibration process. The apples are selected from the production line according to weight and characteristics, and any damaged fruit is removed. This way, with the help of technology, a Poma de Girona of superb quality reaches the market. The final part of the process consists in preparing the apples for sale, and this is performed in parallel at the 3 plants. The result of a quality production and good management has led to a production of more than 50,000 tons of apples, positioning the PGI Poma de Girona as the second Spanish group in apple production. Poma de Girona has achieved standards of quality that guarantee excellence of the product when it reaches the hands of the consumer. The protected geographical indication stamp, guaranteeing the compliance of strict production and certification standards and a close connection with the region throughout the whole production process. The integrated production standard, minimizing the use of agrochemical products and applying processes aimed at preserving the native flora and fauna, as well as promoting conservation activities for the rural and landscape environment. A+, external institutions that certify the standards of quality required by the regulating body. Global GAP, ISO, Nature Choice and BRC, among others. Throughout the whole process, the fruit is subject to exhaustive traceability controls that gather information about each step in the production, storage, and distribution process. The life cycle of Poma de Girona does not stop. During the winter months, the apple trees must be pruned and prepared so that the next harvest will be even better. Meanwhile, Poma de Girona supplies both the national as well as the international market. 75% of the annual production of Poma de Girona is destined for the national market, whilst the remaining 25% is for the international market, for countries on different continents such as the UK, the United Arab Emirates and Chile. The fantastic region where the orchards are located and a highly qualified team of people are the traits that differentiate the Poma de Girona, which today we can all enjoy in our homes.